Hi guys, so myself Ryan and I'm founder of Zentoro, and this is our first time when we made some vlog or something like interactive like session type when we would be like sharing our stuff what we are doing right now. As we like told earlier, we would be building in public, but we haven't done anything like to share our stuff like interactive stuff like this. So today we would be sharing our like whole stuff what we are doing right now, what actually our idea is and like how people could join us and everything like that. Like, let's start with that. So, starting first with our like pitch deck, something like pitch deck. So this is Zentoro AI. As I told, our company name is Zentoro AI, and our tagline is "Your idea matters." Because actually, what we're building is for startups, and many times founders are misunderstood by like what they actually want to do and like how could they achieve. Like actually, we are making something for early stage founders or something like that. So like as we proceed, I would like thorough like with this stuff. So as I told, we are Zentoro and like we empower founders and startup teams with productivity tools, community collaborations, and like AI document generation related stuff, and along with some gamifications and in that way, like making that startup life quite interesting and like it's already interesting. Like if you ask me, it's already interesting, but it's quite tough. Like yeah, it's quite tough. So like what we need, what we are like doing with this is making it quite simplified and like typical way, so like people can easily create and make something out of their idea and can really impact somewhere. So we are like for first time founders, entrepreneurs and teams, and like what our vision is to build startups and like through a gamified version, as I told you. And our main theme is loyalty driven ecosystem. So it's like we are typically into something like in a thought that like as old businesses and startup grows, like they grow on base of loyalty, like how much loyal they are with the idea and related stuff. So like how much they are like loyal to their idea and everything like that. So as you proceed, then it's for like first time founders and everything. So what's the founder struggle? Most of the ideas die out due to lack of structure and support of founders. It's because it's typically like, as you know, that many startups, like people get some idea and like they try to proceed but they could not proceed because of lack of support in initial stage. Incubators comes afterwards, like when you proceed somewhere, and even incubators what they does are like they tell you what you have to do, but founders have to do everything by themselves. So why we are here is like making the founders automate every stuff and like actually making them focus on the startup, and like they should focus on the startup product, not on that like surrounding stuff. We have completely automated the surrounding stuff, like regarding that whole planning stuff and then doing whole workflows and everything. We have our agentic system which does whole thing. We also have community for the founders to validate their idea like in actual space. So along with that, what we have is like we have seen that around 150 to 300 billion dollar annually is lost by fail in startup, because like it's not about bad startup or like like there is nothing of like typically like bad idea or bad startup. The problem which founders face is that they cannot actually showcase their idea and like complete the product which they actually want to do because of lack of the support and insufficient that structured. Like it's easier to do job as compared to startup because there is a structured way of doing job, but there is not a structured way of doing some startup. So why we are here, so our typically goal is that only. So as we can see that failed startup due to poor funding strategies, it's around 80%, because like what startup generally think is to like take fund in early stage and then like we would grow later and in that way. So we would help them understand the actual meaning and actual gamified version of the start, how the startup process should go. Money spent on tools with no integrations, like startup, like generally they plan and go with many websites and they buy many stuff, and they are like there are cluttered tools. There is not a there is not one tool which could do everything which a basic startup needs. So as per we can say, this is the Forbes 2025 data. Along with that, 45% of face founders face mental health challenges because of this stuff, because there is a no structured way of presenting or working on some idea. And time spent weekly on repeatedly document, generally also founders and founding team, I would say founding team focuses more on generating document, regardlessly focusing on that product. So what we are doing is automating that whole stuff for the founders. So what our solution is, we have productivity, we give productive, we make founders product more productive. We give them community. It's type of all-in-one solution for a startup founding team. Also, we give them continuous motivations and pop-ups regarding that. We tried we help them validate their idea through our community section. We provide their clarity structure for them to proceed their idea with. We provide them task planning, and not just task planning, we also give them task automations, some of the automations which they could directly do with our product. We give them a AI companion. Like right now, we have named it Mr. Toro, but as any startup would do, we would maybe as we grow, we would change the AI companion's name or in that way. So we also provide mentorship through there would be many consultants and the startup consultants and mentors would be joining that community, would talk with the founders and help them grow. We have gamified the whole process. Like the actual lack of the currently lack in the market is that there is no such platform where there is a complete startup process is it's not gamified. So what we actually did is gamified whole process in a structured way. We give them document generation. And there is one more problem which founders face. Like generally what people ask a founder is that explain your whole idea in few seconds or few minutes. Founder face a lot of problem there, because they are actually first time founder, or even if they are not first time founder, the idea is unique, and idea which they thought is it cannot be explained in suddenly, because the problem which he face or which the market face which he is taking care of is not necessarily the market of that investor. So what we do is we type of an akinator, what akinator used to do in past app, which he used to do, he would ask questions, and based on question answering, he would make a complete sketch of that startup, or we would make a complete sketch of that startup. He would completely understand what actually are the needs. We would be focusing on psychologically the founders or the founding team's nature, along with the investment side of any startup. And based on that, we would help the startup plan their whole through a task planning and automation stuff. So what our target audience is Gen Z entrepreneurs, early stage startups, startup mentors and consultants and founders. As I mentioned earlier, our key brand messages are we have gamified the whole version, and we have we what we believe is every idea ever should be given a chance to try. So we have provided this opportunity for every startup. Our innovation and technology is we have provided these are not much necessary stuff. We would be here at our timeline. So if we come here to for a timeline, we had an our ideation and foundation in February March 2025. We are currently we are almost done with our prototyping. That's why we are here today. So we are almost have completed our prototyping, and we are currently alpha testing our product. Then after this, in July and August, we would be doing beta testing. In beta testing, we will be selecting some of the startup which you could reach out to us through our mail, like zentoro@garudexlabs.com. You can reach out through us through that, or through our website www.garudexlabs.com. What Garudex Labs is our own lab which we do research and analyze whole stuff there. So we would launch our main version 1 product in September, November 2025. After that, we would be involving in scaling and investment as our community base grows. We would be scaling our product, and our future visions would be declared after February 2026. So this is quite clear timeline, as you could see. Uh, Other than that, if I talk about our current progress, which I would show you through like our GitHub page. So actually, what I told you, that what we are focusing on, our like Android app would be launched soon, and we would be uploading our link here. So you could check out this page, and you could get the link from here later. So we like what I was focusing on is our own wiki page. These are wiki page. You could visit this page. These are actually we update it almost weekly or almost daily, something like that. So this is like on March 1st we actually founded. We brainstormed on the idea, and like what actual problems are faced by the founders. We brainstormed it and like finally cracked it. So we made our core team. In our core team, myself, I am Ryan, and I am founder of Zentoro. And our core members are Ronit, Vibhor, and Per. Our problem solution research. Then we did problem solution research. We talked with more than 20 to 30 startups. Personally, we talked with them, and like we understood their industrial needs. And according to their industrial needs, we decided what we should make for the prototype. Currently, we are in prototype development stage. We have just completed prototype development stage, and we are like currently alpha testing, means internal testing zone. Then we would be launching prototype, and that beta testing and feedback loop would be go on. And much other things are not necessary right now. So as I told you that we have also divided our whole organization very well. So I would like to show you today, because as this is not just a technical vlog, it's like not just a talking vlog. We have also some of technical stuff also. So these are Zentoro app getting prepared here. We also have Zentoro API getting prepared here. Like we have PR system, we have PR and everything right here. Then we have our scripts. These are the dashboards and the backend automations and the stuff which we actually look when to analyze the startup's progress and everything. Then we have our data set, document, mock, and like actually our whole AI code would be here. This is for that web platform for our like personally for this product. Then I would love to show you something like some different things. So first, I would love to show you that our website. These are websites. So like you could see our like it. This demo was made quite before. We made this Figma design demo quite before. We are like actually made this app more like typically 100x more better and more UI based in an actual product. So you could like see the videos of what we are actually preparing. You could see our this stuff here. The capital page which we had decided we would involve like include it in our version 1, but now what we have thought is like we would involve it in our second version, because first we need to grow our community base. So you could see the video, and if you want anything detailed stuff, then you can wait, you could see this stuff. Then we also do have you could also join our wait list here. You just have to like fill up this detail and join our beta version. We would reach out to you through our mail. So regarding this stuff, we would be changing these plans. This was the earlier plan which we made during our development. These are our core team. We have Ryan, like myself, Ryan. We have Per, Ronik, and Vibor as our core engineers here. So we already have tested and like talked with these startups. There are more than 15 startups here. So this is like all about our promo website, or what we call as a joining waitlist website. Other than that, I would love to show you our own admin section. Like this is our admin bar where we are making the our AI agents, where we are making AI agents. So actually, this is just a copy of our actual website. This is just a copy of our actual website, because obviously I could not show you the actual AI agents which we made. There is just a demo part here. we have made one AI agent for this website to show you guys. So let me see. Okay, it's S. It's capital S. Sorry. Yeah. So this is our admin side website. So here we make our AI agents here. Like we actually make AI agents here. We trace the users and queries here. We have this whole workflow system. This is made so that we don't have to get more interns in our early stage, because we are currently in our early stage founders, so we could not afford this cost. That's why we made in a workflow system. This is our data set provided here. This is the whole data set which we have knowledge base which we have made for this demo version. We have our whole testing and everything here. What we have here is like you could make different stuff related like functions with this. Many functions and tools could be made using this. This is our dashboard. These are dashboard. We have members, models, and everything here. Obviously, that would like I won't be able to show you that, guys. So like if we would proceed this, there's some crazy stuff which actual startup works on. This is the database management which we had to work for our backend during our like when we were building our app stuff. So this is like whole database you could see here. I know it is not clear because like I could not get the database actually here because it would leak our many of the details. So like I just add a image in which you could see like how complex it is. So like these were our whole stuff. We are also like almost completed with our app, which we are like just changing and fixing some of the UI in it. So we have almost completed, and we would be very happy to like start with the beta version in the end of the June. And I will show you our like Twitter and everything. So like do follow our Twitter for our live updates here. We also have our Instagram page here where we add our mascot, which I told you are is Mr. Toro, which is an old loyalty based businessman. When like loyalty would be a great thing there. It's type of that page. You could visit this page like if you want. Then we have our LinkedIn page here where we like when we launched our pitch, the like main our pitch and related to that wait list section. So this is that part. We also have videos uploaded here, what we are actually doing and everything right here. And if you want, you could also join our this platform where we have our community for WhatsApp. Like those guys who would love to join us on WhatsApp could join us here. So like almost that's all for today. So I would be very glad to meet you soon. Like now onwards, we would be meeting very regularly. We would be uploading our vlogs and everything, and like every stuff which we make, we would be uploading it on our like our YouTube videos or our Twitter or anything stuff. So stay connected, stay tuned.